Hey guys, welcome back to Chessie Systems Canadian Operations and another layout update. For those of you who have subscribed, thank you very much. For those of you new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and click the little bell icon to get future notifications of videos upcoming. This week, real quick, it's just going to be a short video. Going to do a quick sort of flyby of progress on the layout. I've been working on a few different projects, everything ranging from some detail pieces with regards to pickup trucks and delivery trucks for the co-op. Some scratch-built buildings that my dad kind of passed along that are being, retroactively refitted to fit the co-op scene for St. Clair Grain. I was able to get some really great progress done on the farm scene as well, so I want to get you guys over there and we'll have a quick look at what's going on. As far as next steps, same as always, I've got some grade crossings I'm putting in as well. Want to get this sort of end to a fairly complete state. Obviously, minor details, things like that. I still have some trees to place. Just I want to fill out the open space and just try to break up each sort of scene basically. So every property is going to be its own little vignette. So I've got the greenhouse, I've got the family farm, and then of course St. Clair Grain. So I got to go in with some bushes, trees, finish that up. But then I'm going to be steadily working my way. I've done a little bit of work that I'll show on Blenheim Junction and actually modeling the old right-of-way that would have carried on to Erie O. So enough talking. Let's get over onto the tripod and we'll have a look and see what we've got done. Alright guys, so here we are. Let's just go for a quick walk and have a look. Got some new power on the layout. As you can see, some of the work on the farm scene. For those of you who don't recall, this farm was a molded base model. So I went ahead and stitched it right into the scene. Went ahead and did some fencing. Obviously still need some work on that. And that's just basically floral wire and sewing thread out of my wife's sewing kit. I think it's come up pretty good, particularly for end scale. Weathered up the house and the barn a little bit more, the chicken coop, the shed. This is supposed to be a loose representation of actually my own family farm. So the right-of-way for the old C&O mainline, or Pierre Marquette before that, is actually at the back of the farm, as I'm sure I've mentioned a number of times, but this is sort of the home farm. Although geographically out of place for the location, I wanted to model it. So this is the progress on St. Clair Grain. Obviously not a whole lot has changed other than added a few outbuildings, the scale house obviously, and then a couple storage shacks for fertilizer, seed, that type of thing. So that's what we've got going on there. I'm actually going to set to weathering up those buildings today, and then those are two of the trucks I've been working on, getting them ready to go. I'm going to be putting a fertilizer bin on the back of that transport for use at the co-op. So I do have the grade crossings in at the other side. I am going to go ahead and throw some still photographs up, guys, at the end so you get a better shot of this. And I am pretty well to the point where I'm going to start pouring some water effects. So that is currently on the scenic side of the layout, the progress that's been made. Quite happy with that scene. I need to do a little bit more work on my backdrop, but that's okay. That'll all come in time. And then obviously, similar to how I did the gravel yard here for the farm and the road, I'm going to be doing the same for St. Clair Grain, as well as this small family farm with a greenhouse. So that's sort of next steps on this side. If we go ahead and pan over, I've added some sculpting mold there just to give some contour. This represents Blenheim Junction, which prior to, I want to say it was 73, the tracks were pulled up, or it could be 76, I'm not entirely sure. But the old right-of-way in the center there, going right through the Y, would have carried on to Erie O at the time. And they had quite a bit of traffic. There was a large coal facility there. There was a dedicated locomotive for power. But I wanted to model the old right-of-way because given the time frame that I'm shooting for, it still would have been relatively fresh, although the tracks were pulled up. So it's just a feature I wanted to add, just to add a little bit of interest to an otherwise empty space. I am going to put some trees and brush in there just to fill it out and to give it a little bit of height, obviously, as well as some trees. This tree line is going to kind of carry on into the Y, just to try to make those tracks disappear into the scene. And then really that's about it. Nothing new to report on this end. I am contemplating making some adjustments to this track here. So what I want to do is actually move the turnout up, because I'm not pleased with how tight it is for Warwicks. On the prototype there's a little bit more length. Obviously my whole yard there's a little bit more length, but in this particular location I can achieve that by moving the turnout, and then the building will fit properly and the track will butt right up as it does in the prototype. So look for some changes to that coming soon, and then at some point the yard will get done. If I'm being entirely honest, I've been trying to focus on the stuff that's hard to reach. And I know, I know for seasoned model railroaders that's going to make sense. You want to get the stuff that's hard to get at the back done first, and then you can work your way sort of out towards the aisle. For those of you new to model railroading, it's definitely something I recommend you follow. It's going to make your life a whole lot easier. So, a couple new power units there. Very pleased with those. Hats off, thanks to Dad once again, finding some real gems for me. Very excited. So got a good sized train. Been running trains today while I work down here in the train room. So figured I would shoot a quick video and give you guys an update. So I'll throw some stills at the end. We'll get some close-up shots of some of the work that's been done. And as always, guys, thank you so much for following along. Really appreciate it. Almost at 350 subscribers. Really impressed. I've set the goal of 400. When we hit 400, I am going to be doing a giveaway. It's probably going to involve some Canadian Chessie Systems, Canadian operations swag. So stay tuned for that. I got that in the pipelines working, and we'll look forward to catching up with you guys soon. Hope everybody's having a great long weekend. Cheers and happy modeling.